Hey guys, Helen Hartsmith here again from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel. I hope you're having a good day. I am. Halloween is days away. So excited. Can't wait to see all the cute little kids coming to the door. Trick or treat. It's going to be good. So, anyhow, we have business to do today. We have a winner to draw. Are you guys ready for this? A couple of weeks ago, I did a review on this awesome book, The Good Witch's Guide. And so if you didn't see that, I'll go ahead and link that down below where I talk about this. But I'm giving this book away and it's time to draw a name. So I have a bowl, cha-ching. Well, it's a knitting bowl, cha-ching, woohoo. And I have names in the bowl, cha-ching, cha-ching. I can't pull the name myself. Guess I'm gonna have to call in some reinforcements. Oh, Rumi!
Yeah.
Would you like to pull a name out of this here bowl?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna hold it up like kind of high. Are you gonna mama shark it or something?
Mama sharking.
Oh, for goodness sake. All right, you can't look.
That's really far away.
Well, trust me, you're not going to be in the shot. Oh, yeah. But your hand's barely in there, dude. Your anonymity is going to be just fine.
I'm not done.
Are you pull? All right, just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one shot.
Just one. And you can take that, my dear. Brandy N, you are the winner. So Brandy, I need you to contact me, drop me an email at heartofthewitchespath@yahoo.com and give me your mail information and I will get the package out to you with this awesome book. So thanks to everyone who put in to win. I'm going to tuck your name right here in the book. So I got it. Thank you so much for everyone who entered. I'm hoping to do some more giveaways as, you know, time and products and things like that make themselves available. So kind of keep your eyes open for things like that. So let's now get into the meat and potatoes, so to speak, of what this video is all about. I realized the other day that there's some things that I'm kind of like obsessing over lately and either using a lot of or making use of or just thinking about and enjoying and things like that. And I thought, I'm going to share it with you. I've never really done a video like this. So some things are witchy things. Some things aren't witchy things. But I was thinking about the stuff that I've kind of been obsessing and like wanting to use every day and things like that. So I made a little list. And so I thought I'd share it with you guys. And I'll give some links and stuff like that if you're interested in any of these things. So yeah, let's kind of get into it. So the first thing that I'm kind of obsessing about lately and completely loving is my new bed set. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, I picked up this little pillow, come in for a spell, at Joann's this Halloween season, and I'm obsessed with it. And so I was like, well, this doesn't go with my current bed set, so I need a new one. So the search was on, and this is what I found. I did some looking all around, and believe it or not, I found this at a Walmart, which, you know, hey, whatever. And I liked it because it was the black and the white. The pillow, you can't really tell from there, but it's a purpley color and it's a velvet. And so I think it glows well. What do you think? Ooh. So yes, I'm obsessing with my new bed set. I love it. With winter coming on, it's a good weight. And so I'm digging it. So I don't know if I can find it on the Walmart website. But it's like let's see, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a 5-piece set. It was right around $50, just over $50. It's actually reversible, although I will probably never use the other side. The other side is a teal and white design that just doesn't really go with me, I guess. So But I mean, I love things that are versatile. So I love the fact that it is reversible. So that's kind of cool. If I can find a link, I'll put it in the description box below. Okay. Sounds good. So next thing on my list that I'm completely obsessing about is something that a girlfriend of mine told me about a while ago. And I'm an Ulta girl. I like shopping at Ulta, and I kind of forgot about it, or when I thought about it, I couldn't find it and things like that. So recently I picked this up, and this is a game changer, you guys. So this is it's a brush cleaner. Okay. It's essentially what it is. It's a new hue shadow switching pan. So what this is it's a tin. And so you take this lid off, and look, it kind of fits like right down in there. And what you have in here are two different sponges. So for those of you that are familiar with theatrical makeup, and if you know what a stipple brush is, that's what this is. What we have here is a very large, porous, sponge on the outer part here, that is called a stipple brush, or that's what I've always heard it called. And then inside here we have a smaller little aluminum pan with a more denser sponge. And so this you can use for wet brushes. So the idea is you wet this little sponge, stick it in there, and you can clean your brushes. So if you're working on a makeup look for the day and you want to use the same brush, but you want to change color, you wet that and you can clean your cream shadows, and then you use this outer guy for your powder shadows. So the idea is that you take your brush and you put it in here and you just work it in a round motion, and it gets the excess left off or leftover color from your shadow that you had been using off, so that you can safely switch to another one. Now, this isn't a cleaner. You should clean your makeup brushes fairly regularly. But this is nice for if you want to use something, as you're doing your makeup for that one time. So I've been obsessing about this and using it quite often. Love, love, love. That is, like I said, it's available at Ulta. That was like $10. Best $9.99 I've spent in quite a while. So I'm kind of digging that. So yes, loving that. The next thing that I've been obsessing over is dark lipsticks. The fall season is definitely a time of year when you can vamp things up and wear a dark lip. And so I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I definitely have a lipstick issue. I have a whole drawer, like a drawer of a dresser drawer full of lipstick. I mean, it's not full, but it's full. So whatever. So I pulled out some of my favorite shades. I love this NYX Liquid Suede. This color is Club Hopper, and I'm pretty sure that this is still available. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch these in case you're interested. So this is a really nice dark brown color. So it's a nice neutral. I really like that one. The next one that I like is, I really like NYX lipsticks a lot. So this is NYX Slip Tease. This color is Bang Bang, which I'm kind of a fan of Big Bang if you're into K-pop. And so the fact that this is called Bang Bang just like makes me happy. So there is a swap of that. It's kind of a mauve-y neutral, kind of like that one. Good for this time of year. Another NYX, these next couple are from their soft matte cream, lip cream line. This one is called Copenhagen, and this is just like a great wine color for this time of year. I'm going to try to go through these like kind of fast so that we're not sitting here half the night. But I did, in case you were interested in the colors. This is the next one. This one is Madrid, I think. Havana, sorry. Madrid is actually a red color, I think. And so these are, I'm doing this really fast, and so they're coming off kind of blotchy. So hopefully you're not, dissuaded by that. But this is a great purple color that I like to wear. I've actually worn that in a few videos. This is another NYX one, but this is like, oh God, the label is so hard to read. It's not part of that soft matte. I can't read it, but the color is absolute red, and this is the color that I have on right now. But you can tell that you can kind of build it up a little darker. So that's kind of fun. And then one that I had to buy for the holiday season, this is actually a Elaanie product. Hopefully you can kind of see that. This is a limited edition, so go find it quick before it's gone. This is an Amore matte, and the color is Magic. And they actually have these colors. There's this blackish color, and then there's a dark burgundy that they have out that's limited edition. And they are available in, this is a liquid matte. They have a matte lipstick. They have a glossy lipstick. And I think there were lip glosses too. And you can't really tell like from here, but so yes, it's a black, but it also has iridescent, and there's like some sparkles in it and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of tell by looking at the tube. There's almost like that blue-black color. I love wearing dark lipsticks this time of year. You're pulling out your longer sleeves and your sweaters and things like that. And I think a vampy look just looks really good this time of year. So I love it. I love, love, love it. So yeah, there's dark lipsticks. The next thing on my list that I'm absolutely obsessing over is a purchase that I made earlier this summer, and I literally have been wearing it like every day. I didn't wear it today because I wanted to have it to kind of show you, but this is a Labradorite pendant, and obviously it's a teardrop shape. Open back. There's even like some amazing color in the back there. Labradorite has been my stone lately. And so there is a store, that's about maybe an hour or so away from where I live. And I stopped in there with my stone friend Lee, and we were looking for some things, and they started pulling out trays of pendants, and this guy spoke to me. I've actually been looking for a Labradorite pendant for quite some time, and I saw some great ones, but man, Labradorite can be expensive. And so I was just looking for the right one that was, a good price and things like that. That guy spoke to me. It was the right time. It was the right place. It was the right pendant. And so I brought it home, and I've been literally wearing it just about every day. Obsessed. So I can't really give you a link for that. But I guess I would say if you're interested in something like that and you don't have anybody around you that sells that kind of stuff, look for rock shows. Look for rock and mineral shows. Look for farmers markets and things like that, and just start looking around. And you can go look at like eBay and Amazon and things like that, but you might not find a great deal. Whereas if you go to a rock show, where I purchased it from was an actual rock store, and sometimes it can be a hit and a miss as to whether or not you can get a good deal in a situation like that. But the place that I bought mine, there's a father and a son that operate it, and they're very knowledgeable, and they're like telling you like the real deal about stuff. And so, they're not marking things up. They're not gouging things. They've got like real prices basically. So I would say if you're interested in picking up jewelry like that and you're not finding it, if it's something that's a little bit, more exotic than an amethyst or a rose quartz, things that you can find, because I've done a video about buying stuff at Michael's. There's some good stuff to be had at Michael's for some, run-of-the-mill things that you see a lot of, like the rose quartz and the amethyst. If you're looking for something other than that, do your homework and just go looking and see who's charging what, because I'm here to tell you, I saw some really cool pendants in like a new age store, but they wanted $100 or more for something that was the same size as this one. The same size stone, maybe a different shape or whatever, but really nothing different than this. And if anything else, the stone quality was kind of sketchy, not as good as this one. I will tell you that I paid $60 for this, and I think it's totally worth $60. So yeah, just do your homework kind of a thing. Or you just stay there. Okay, good. All right. So yes, Labradorite pendant. Love, love, love. The next thing that I'm obsessed with, and I'm so glad that they're new and back and doing new episodes, is Red Table Talk. If you haven't heard about Red Table Talk, it is I'm going to call it a program, and it's on Facebook Watch, I think is called. And so it's it sounds to me like it's kind of a new thing that Facebook is starting, where it's programming that's posted and hosted on Facebook. And so what Red Table Talk is, Jada Pinkett Smith, her mother Adrienne, and her daughter Willow have found this gorgeous red table that they will sit down at, and they will talk about issues that are real, things that are, maybe in generations gone by, subjects that maybe 3 generations of women might have been uncomfortable talking about. Things like sex and drugs and relationships and stuff like that. And so these women have real, frank conversations and share their life experiences and their thoughts and ideas and things like that. And they sometimes have guests. And so if you are interested in something like that, I would suggest going to Facebook, and all you have to do is a search for Red Table Talk and it'll come up. And like I said, they've finally got new episodes. They took a break over the summer months, and so they're back now. And this Mondays are the days that new episodes go up. And so today was the second of the new season, and it's part 2. And for these 2 weeks, Will Smith has been at the red table, and he and Jada are talking very frankly about their relationship and their marriage. And so it's really cool because there's been rumors that have been flying around about their relationship and stuff like that. But I appreciate the fact that they're talking real about stuff. So it's kind of exciting. So Red Table Talk, definitely check it out. Next on my list is a tarot card deck that I believe I did a review of this deck recently. So I won't go into too much detail about it. I'll just link that review. But it's the Night Sun Tarot. So good. This is illustrated by Fabio Listrani. I think I'm fairly confident that I'm pronouncing that, correctly. So this is an amazing deck that I'm loving. I'm loving the imagery. I'll just show you a handful and then refer you back to the review. I like the imagery that's going on here. I don't know if that's gonna focus. Come on, work with me. Boom, maybe. And so I'm finding it very easy to work with this deck. And so when I pull a card a day for myself, this is the one that I've kind of been reaching for. quite often. Why? I hate it. Sometimes it'll focus really easy and sometimes it will not. So this is the star. Yeah, so this is a really cool deck. The book is easy to kind of work with if you work with the book or if you're just looking at imagery and getting impressions from imagery. There's some good stuff going on with that. All in all, it's a great deck and I'm really, really digging it. So yay. Fabio did an amazing job with that deck, with that illustration, with the illustrations. Yay. Next on my list is a book that was actually sent to me that I'm very much enjoying, although unfortunately I'm not reading it as fast as I'd like. But this is The Witch's Journey, Cutting the Cords of Christian Dogma by Elaanie S. As I said, Elaanie sent this to me. Elaanie is a fellow high priestess and I believe she's an ordained minister with the Temple of Witchcraft. And so she asked me if I would read it and review it for her. So I'm working on it and I've never seen a book talking about this topic before. And I'm really enjoying it. Even though I haven't finished it yet, I'm trying, but I'm obsessed with it and I take it everywhere with me. And even if I only get a paragraph or two when I have the chance, like when I'm waiting for a doctor's appointment or something like that, I'm trying to like get it, read as quickly as possible. And I'm really, really digging it. So look for a full review when I do finish this book because it'll happen. Okay. All right. Next on my list is a food item. And I saved a couple of packages and it's actually the Quorn. I think Quorn is how it's pronounced. They make meatless, soy, and gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan products. So this is their package for what they call chicken tenders. And so what this is like little 1-inch cubes of their product. I feel weird calling it a fake chicken, but that's what it is. The texture for this stuff is insanely just like real chicken. The roomie and I love everything from this line that we've tried. I don't think we've tried anything that we didn't like. There's some things that are kind of not exactly there. Like they're excelling at the fake chicken stuff. But the fake beef products, maybe not so much of an accelerator or excelling, but it's still very good. So here we have a meatless and soy-free grounds. So this is kind of like a burger product. So we're digging these. I want to say that Quorn and I hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, sorry. Quorn is the first meatless chicken product. They have what they call a fillet, so it's kind of like a chicken breast. It's the very first fake chicken product that I ever tried, and I was astonished by how good it was. So I highly recommend everything in their line. They have chicken nuggets that are yum, and they have like a chicken patty, like a breaded chicken patty to do sandwiches with. Yummy, 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 yummy. We like all of the Quorn products. So there's that. I'm kind of looking at my list. You guys, I'm obsessed with my Fitbit again. When I first got my Fitbit, of course I was obsessed with it because I was very much in the heat of losing weight and being healthy and things like that. And so, that was awesome. And I'm actually using the app to kind of help me with, my food intake and stuff like that. So, yes, definitely obsessed with it when I first got it. But then, from May until a little recently, things weren't, as progressive with my health journey just because I was, in a mourning period. But I've really asserted myself again with my health and getting my steps again and things like that. And so my Fitbit, while I never stopped wearing it, my Fitbit has now become something that I'm very much aware of and conscious, and getting my movement in, and getting my steps in, and getting my days of exercise and things like that. And they've actually added a new part to the app where it kind of tracks your women's stuff. So it's you're able to track your cycles and things like that. And I think it's a really it's kind of an interesting thing. I'm 40 some years old and I've never tracked my cycles. You know, they were pretty regular. Sometimes I missed them, or, you know, what have you. But you know, it's been there, kind of a thing. But now it's like predicted my stuff, like ping, right on. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. And, I would think that if you were a younger woman who was, you know, maybe trying to plan to get pregnant and stuff like that, it actually tells you when you're fertile and things like that. And so I think it's kind of a cool thing. And it's one more thing to add to the, you know, reason to use it, kind of a thing. And so I'm tracking my water, I'm tracking my food, I'm tracking my steps, I'm tracking my exercise. So yes, obsessed again, looking at my Fitbit, you know, getting my steps and all that good stuff. So yes, loving the Fitbit again. The last thing that I've been obsessed with that I want to share with you is, it's actually not my purchase. I think the roomie bought this. But we've been getting into canning our own food, and that way we control the amount of preservatives that go into it. We know what's going into it. Making our own pasta sauce, which has helped with stomach issues and things like that. And so this is put out every year by the Ball company, and Ball is one of probably the biggest producer of canning jars that I have heard of. There's also Mason, but I really don't know if they're still in business. But so they put this out every year, and I think it's pretty much the same information. They just kind of spruce it up and make it fresh every year. So it's called the Blue Book because I think once upon a time the cover was blue. I'm not really sure, but it's called the Blue Book, and it's been called that for a really long time. So this is actually, it's like magazine size, as you can tell, and it's soft cover, but this has over 500 recipes for canning. And so there's everything in here, from jams, jellies, mincemeats, beans, canning all kinds of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like a one-stop shop for how to can. And so it's really cool. So as a beginner, there's like valuable information in here. I mean, they even cover canning meats and seafoods and things like that, which is possible. And so there's good recipes. There's soups. There's a split pea soup here where you've got all your ingredients, how you prep it, how you cook it, how you fill the jars, and how you process it. Because some things need to have a water bath, hot water bath, or some things get pressure canned. Pressure canned. I have to get the right terminology from the roomie. So this is a really good book. Hey, roomie, out of 5 brooms being the best, what does this book get? 5. Yeah, this retails for like $10. I don't see a price tag on here. But I think it was right around $10. So, if canning is something that you are interested in getting involved in, then you might want to look at picking this up. There's also lots of websites and Facebook groups and, you know, things like that. So if you want to get into canning, it's not that hard, you know, do it, get her done kind of thing. So that's it for this video. This is what I am obsessed with lately. Like I said, some things were some witchy things, some things were not. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. If you like videos like this where I talk about, you know, what my favorite products are and things like that, then let me know. And like I said, I will put a link in the description box for everything that I can find a link for, okay, that I've talked about. So congratulations to Brandy, who is the winner of the book. Like I said, email me your information so I can send it out to you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. I want to know what you're obsessed with. So give me some comments in the area down below there. And if you want, you can also email me at heartofthewitchespath@yahoo.com. There's also links in the description box for all the social media, for Facebook, for Instagram, and things like that. So hit me up, or follow me, or whatevs. So thanks for walking the path a little while with me. And until next time, blessed be.